Hello everyone, welcome to the RAM News Network. I'm Kim McCullough, thanks for tuning in. Early voting has come to an end and we've hit the final stretch on the road to the White House. This is a monumental election for many Americans, and here on Albany State University's campus, students are gearing up to hit the polls. Lovett Hall will be open early Tuesday morning. Polls open at 7 a.m. and won't close until 7 p.m. Don't forget to bring your driver's license, voter ID card, or an employee ID card. Student and military IDs or a passport is also accepted.
Presidential candidates for the election includes Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Both candidates have been surrounded by controversy and their policies have divided the nation. I asked the student body if they felt either presidential candidate was equipped to run the country.
I don't think they are.
Donald Trump has never worked for anybody in his life. Hillary might have some type of qualifications, but it's not enough to really run the country, if you ask me.
Our generation, the millennial generation, we feel as if politics don't really affect us on a daily basis. We feel as if politicians are shady, they crooked, they're not for us. So we tend not to want to even vote or to participate in what they're talking about.
Vote only counts if the candidate you are voting for wins in that state, hence electoral votes. Democratic candidates have never really had any real success in Georgia. With that being said, it'd just be a waste of time, honestly. This whole election system is a joke. This whole presidential election has been a joke. This country is about to become a joke.
The presidential candidates both have knowledge in the position that they're running for. Both of them have different ways about going how to get the agenda done. But I think that the Democratic Party have a pretty good representation of who they want to run the country. I think she'll do good if granted the position. I think our other candidate, who's a representation of the Republican Party, he has the potential to do good, but it's what he does with his power that scares people. So I think both of them have some potential in leading the country.
Millennials have expressed how they don't want to vote for either candidate, and we caught up with the vice president of the History and Political Science Club, Kyle Brown, to get some insight on why.
A lot of people saying that they don't want to vote because they feel like neither candidate is qualified or they feel like both candidates are a bad pick. What I would suggest to those people to look at is to remember the definition of politics is about who gets what. That's the definition of politics. And when you're looking at politics, you got to look at it from the perspective of politics is not for rich, it's for trained. So you got to look at people who have the expertise and the knowledge to be a politician and to take care of not just the people that vote for them, but the people that don't vote for them and the people that's around the world. At the time we have to realize that not only did people die for us to get the right to vote, it's always been the reason why they didn't want us to have the right to vote. Because when you exercise your vote, you're also exercising your freedom of speech.
As with any election, it's important to make sure your voice is heard. I'm Everette Dennis, and I'll see you at the polls.
Coming up after the break, Greeks on campus pull out their track shoes to stomp out breast cancer. Their story after this message. Omega Psi Phi fraternity and Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority hosted their annual breast cancer walk at the track on ASU's campus. The walk was one of several events held for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Here's the story. Dozens of students and community members turned out to Albany State's intramural field for this year's breast cancer walk. This is just one of the several events held on campus for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Darius Anderson, one of the organizers, talked about the purpose of the walk.
We did a 1.5 mile walk to dedicate for people who's fighting cancer or people who fought against cancer.
The walk was the main reason for coming out, but there were a host of activities to get you involved. Organizers held a balloon release and provided food for the participants. People also got loose during the Zumba session.
My wife and I feel like this is something that this is our way of giving back to the community. We have a few friends and family members that have dealt with cancer.
Community organizations such as Stepping Out, a high school girls mentoring program, came out to support the cause.
This was just a great cause to be at, making sure that they're educated about breast cancer or any other kinds of cancers that they need to know about. So that's why I felt that they should be here. And everybody has had someone affected in my group or somebody that has died from cancer. So that's why we're here.
The Breast Cancer Walk raised over $500, and the organizations involved plans to hold the walk every year. All the money raised will be donated to the American Cancer Society. That's it for the RAM News. Don't forget to get out and vote. A reminder, polls will be open at 7 a.m. and close at 7 in the evening. Make sure to take ID with you to avoid being turned away. RAM News will be back with more election coverage after the results are in. I'm Kim McCullough, and I'll see you soon.